Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following my journey. I certainly do enjoy it, and the company is fun. So here we have 5 Moonman M8 pens. So I recently got a 5th. Those that watch my channel can recognize the one at the very top is the new one in this family. So we have gold foil, silver foil, kind of mosaic color. This was the green fleck one that basically was a similar pen to this but had larger chunks of abalone in it, or pearl shells. And this one, they've done one step further. Let's look at it more closely. So I continue to get pen deliveries from China fairly quickly. This one came in 2 weeks. It was delivered at the early cycle. Here's what that shipping looked like in eBay. Here's what the auction looked like. So at the time I had a choice between this one, which is called Pink Flower, and then there was one called Red Flower. And just based on the looks of the pen, between the red one and the pink one, I felt the pink one just was a little bit more dramatic, and I'm not disappointed. So there we have a pink flower, but it's a subtle pink and it really blends in well. But there's also green flowers. There's another pink one, green, along with some very small specks of that colorized pearl. So as I said, it's just handmade, so one's assuming that those flowers are put on by hand. It's probably some type of stencil that's used. But regardless of how it's done, I'm impressed with the pen. They've certainly taken this design and this concept to another level. So they start out with the large gold foil and the large silver foil, and many people may have felt that that was a little bit too intense. Then they came out with the smaller specs, which to me, I still think this is the best one of the lot. I just enjoy that design, that color. It works very, very well. And then they changed up a little bit and put bigger chunks in it, and these pens are still available. And now they've come out with this model. It's just a basic unscrew cap, and it's a little less than 2 turns, and we'll see a very nice Moonman fine nib. It's in gold to match the trim. The threads are a little dirty. I would clean out those threads. The other thing that's very nice about these pens is these threads are very nice. You can see I just spun it and it came off. I mean, that's a very good indication of how those threads are extremely well machined. You have metal on metal here. I've always felt from a design, engineering, and manufacturing, these pens are up there with any other pen that I've used and touched and owned. So I'm very happy to add this one to my collection. No need to see it right. I'll give you links to my other M8 videos, but a lot of people may have been interested in exactly what this pink flower looked like. So now you get to see it and get to decide for yourself whether it's a pen that you might like to own. They certainly do write well. They fit well in the hand. They're very comfortable. Not a pen I would post a lot because you can jam it on there and it will stay, but I'd prefer much to keep this finish unblemished. Not that I had any issues with the capping, but if you do it off and on enough times, you will get some wear. There's no question about that. I said there'd be no writing, but I'm not going to ink up the pink pen, but I just figured I would show you. This is the first M8 that I got many, many months ago. It's been inked up and in constant use since I first bought it. There's a very nice liner that's glued into place here. There is a screw that is covered up by the liner. It writes first time every time. You can leave it set for a while. And as I said, those ergonomics are just excellent. These are great everyday carry pens. I certainly would keep it in a pen sleeve if I was going to put it in a case or a pocket or something, but hopefully you have tons of those from maybe pens that you've already received, or you could take some thick fabric and sew one up, or knit one. That's also something that can be done. So one thing that's always impressed me about these Moonman nibs is they're very smooth. This is definitely on the medium fine side. I have others nibs that look exactly the same, which are closer to a fine and a little drier than this. So you're going to get some variation, but that's to be expected with almost any pen. You know, they're not hand-tuned before they leave the factory. You're not going to get that type of attention on a pen that costs $25. So it's just, you know, the nature of the beast. And since I don't mind fiddling and tweaking and playing with things to get them to work the way that I want, I love fountain pens for that reason. A great pen to write with. You're not going to get line variation. This is not a nib for that. But it is extremely smooth, extremely pleasant to write with, extremely comfortable. It is an extremely good pen. May you enjoy all of your pens. Enjoy writing, enjoy putting ink on paper. Hopefully they're helping you stay happy in these challenging times that we're in. I certainly do enjoy my pens. I enjoy writing with them, writing letters, keeping what I use as a journal, which is probably quite unique to me because I just jot down thoughts whenever I feel like it, and it could be months in between that. So I'm not a religious diary type person, never have been. I have journals that I've kept since I was 10 or 11, written in pencil, unfortunately, until I got to find out about fountain pens. So we've reached the end of this video. Hope you found it interesting, enjoyable, of value to you. I certainly have enjoyed it. Be safe, be healthy, and be happy. This is the end. We're going to say bye until the next video.